Alright, so at this point in time, I'm going to try and attempt to run using all the tricks that I try and incorporate. So, could sit through the credits. I don't want to, so we're going to go ahead and reset the console. Alright, so because I'm on PS2, make sure disk speed is on fast, shorten the loading times. Okay. So, most likely not going to be a PB run. That's fine. But I am going to show you the tricks that I generally try to go for when I'm shooting for a personal best. So as of right now, my personal best is a 25:47. Took me a month and a half to get to that point. The first run I ever posted was 33 minutes. And that's before I knew a lot of the tricks that I just showed you just now. So, going to start the timer, square, square, circle, square, left, right, circle up, right, down. Over we go, over to Stone Hill. Okay, and it appears that I didn't start my timer. So, that is going to be a reset, unfortunately. So we're going to exit the level. And we go back to the title screen. So, watch the snork march up that snowy hill. Start, start, start. Okay.
Okay, rolling. Oh,
Right.
it's been peaceful.
It's been peaceful. Alright, so. And start timer, square, square, circle, square, left, right, circle up, right, down. It might take a bit to get that code down in your head, but once you do, it gets really fast. I have both the 99 lives code and the level select code written on an old envelope, like right in front of my laptop. So I just kind of casually lean over and watch that. So, up we go here through Stone Hill. There's never anything fancy for that. So this run's going to be resetless, even if I don't exactly nail the tricks. I'm just showing you what tricks I have personally incorporated in my runs at the point I'm at right now. So, Town Square. Alright, so over to here, jump, 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 charge. Up here, don't hit Thor up there. There we go. Smooth as butter, right as rain. Alright, so here is a frequent reset point for me because I want to get Toasty Wall Glide on my first shot. So, didn't make it. So at that point, I would reset the run, essentially. But to show you the trick, here we go. So there's this little grassy area right here, little platform right here. Oh, and sometimes it'll eat the glide. That'd be another reset. So I am going to attempt that again. Sometimes it'll eat the inputs if you're holding forward, and sometimes Spiral will go, nah, I don't feel like gliding today, and off you go into the green void. So glide through here, go around that little hump. That might make you flop a little bit. That's fine. We're just showing off what this trick's about. And it helps to kind of go through any section or any trick that you see and just try and do that over and over to try and get the muscle memory down. So we got that. So, oh, almost lost that there. So, got into the backside of Toasty. Didn't have to sit through the animation of freeing Argus. Okay, so I still haven't exactly incorporated dog proxy into my runs yet, but I'm just going to show you kind of what it would look like. So there's a certain spot you got to stop at and a certain time you got to jump. So you time it when that dog's about to come on you and that shepherd's about to hit you. So right about here. Nope. That was too late a jump. So this might take a handful of tries because this is a tricky flip. But here we go. So you get launched up into the sky. Launches you right to the return home portal. And that is quite a difficult trick to try and land. I think I only got first try on it on a single run. Otherwise, it takes me a handful of runs to successfully incorporate that. Alright, so off we go onto Dark Hollow. So that step with the launching off of those stairs on the right, I generally don't go for that because to me that's a little bit on the riskier side, and I don't feel like it saves quite as much. It does save time compared to the route I go, but it's very minute. Now, if I was a top level player completely going for absolute fastest whatever, pull out all the stops, then I would go on the right. Alright, so off we go to Magic Crafters. Okay, so you've seen this twice already. Make it through the... So those little lips will sometimes trip you up if you don't charge hop at the right time. So here we go to Alpine Ridge. Some people glide from this section here all the way to the steps. That is a very tricky long glide for me. I generally don't do that. So hop onto that second step when they're down, and then it'll pop right up as soon as you get back. As soon as they pop back up. And charge past here. Alright. Charge glide over here. It's not going to matter where he's got that part of the platform. Now sometimes he'll knock you off the edge if you don't flame him, but doing so wastes maybe a little bit of time. Alright, off we go. Up we go. See if you can't take little itty bitty shortcuts when you can safely do so though. So off to the right here, up we go over here. I hang right around the stalactite because I do not like those spiders. Up we go, up we go, up we go, and then loop around here, get a charge up there into this cavern, swing around that dragon, and up into the portal we go. Alright, be charging out of here, missed the dragon, but hit the supercharge. Let's see if I can't get that scenery boost. Nope. So, didn't happen this run, or any of the 3 runs before it, but if you look back through the runs I have done, sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Okay, up through here. Hit this Snork. Go down through here. Ooh! So if you go high enough, you can just glide up to that top level. And what I just did that I don't usually do is I generally want to miss that big white-robed wizard, because doing that summons the Norks and you gotta start dodging around them. Okay, so here is a very recent trick that I've started integrating into my runs, which shaves off a lot of time in probably about 12 seconds if I get it first try. But that whittles away if I can't do that. So, that wizard... Okay, got that first try. So, and that gives me plenty of time to visually digest where the platforms are and then plan my attack accordingly, where that's a blind left if I'm doing that the normal way. So essentially what that boost was me going up that wall, and the minute like right as I'm about to fall from my jump and also get hit by the lightning bolt, I charge to bonk against the wall, and doing so sends me right up that wall. So here's the frustrating RNG bit, which when you're making good time starts getting very disheartening the more times that Tuco wants you to go to Stone Hill or go back to Wizard Peak or just mess around in Magic Crafters. So there's a reason on my normal splits that the split is named Tuco for fuck's sake. Because it does get frustrating after you have a banger run through all those levels and then RNG stops you in your tracks. So we get into Dry Canyon here. Nothing quite as fancy. Hit that guy, otherwise he will squish you. Okay, maybe don't bonk on the stairs. Short hops and a quick charge to get you onto the platform and get you moving. Hop over here. Okay, so we're at a Dry Canyon. Next one is going to be Cliff Town. And if you look on the left and you see my splits labeled Dry Town and Cliff Canyon, is definitely because like you can go to either of those levels. Either of those is a desirable outcome from Tuco. Alright, so jump up here, up here. You know the drill. You've seen the other two runs. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can't do magic stairs. Hop, hop, nope. Okay. Up we go. Okay. Don't run up against that little geyser there. Over here to Dr. Shemp. Again, I personally just run through the level normally. Nova Spell's got a good video on running through here and doing what's called Shemp Skip. Okay. Up here we go. Over to the left. Alright. So whenever you come to a boss level, so that's going to be Toasty, Dr. Shemp, Blowhard, Metalhead, and Jacques, and I guess Nasty Nork, is to learn the patterns when you're first starting out. And then you got a good idea of where exactly they're going to try and attack you from. And if you do it right, they won't be a problem. The bosses in Spyro are pretty easy, especially compared to later games. So some people glide along the side of the wall of this building. To me, that is way too much risk for too little reward, so I just run through that little building right there. Okay, we're gonna run up here, back to the balloonist. So, for the most part, the last run of Beast Makers is essentially the normal way I go through this entire section of the game. Let's see here. I have blue sparks. Let's get him a butterfly. Let's grab some chicken on the way. Back into Terrace Village. Okay. Hit this guy. Hop on this master. Hop up here. Flame that purple guy. Hit these guys. You know the deal. Up through here. Jump. Avoid that. Charge glide off of there. You want to be rubbing against that part of the building, which will give you just a tiny bit of height, but if you do too aggressively on that, you'll flop into the green goo. So over here, flame those guys, wait a little bit, hit them. He's going to start shocking, hit him, get up here, hope and pray, essentially. Okay. So, pretty good Terrace Village for me. There's a boost you can do off of that first purple guy when I went up the stairs on that last section, where if you boost up there and then glide around to that big building in the center, you can avoid all those other zappy guys. But that is kind of a specific trick, and Novaspell's got a good video on that. Basically, if you want like very top level strats, you go and go onto Novaspell's YouTube channel, and she's got plenty of tutorial videos on each level individually in Vortex. For a lot of the worlds, anyway. To my memory, she doesn't have a video for Magic Crafters or Nasty's World necessarily. So, most people go around the left here. So, they want to grab that chicken on the left because Bog eats a lot of your health. So, back down here. Up we go. Alright, so that's not quite gonna make it, I don't think. So, down on that little pole down here. Nail that chicken. Get yourself a little bit more health. Start charging over here. Oop. Don't get caught on the tree vine. Hop on here. Over to Metalhead. So if you'll notice, a lot of the more higher level tricks that separate this run from the run I just did about 15 minutes ago. Oh, see, that's not good for baseball. Alright. That's why I like having as much health as I can coming into this level, in case little snags like that happen. Oop. And of course, poles. Okay. So, I now can't do my damage boost because the next hit will kill me. But the way I usually run this level, you've already seen how that happens. So, let's see here. I'm just going to go ahead and complete this the way you're supposed to, unless I die, in which case I'll just run through the level again, just showing you how it's supposed to go. Never mind. Okay. Metalhead, take 2. I've lost a handful of runs to this level specifically. because it is among the longer ones, and there's a gauntlet of stuff you gotta worry about. Okay. Okay. Starting to get maybe a touch tired because it is 3 in the morning. But I usually have the sleep schedule of a gremlin anyways. Alright, so there and there. So down we go. Okay. So you want to stand here. He'll start shooting. And right before he's about to hit you, charge, bonk against the wall. So I bonk there because there's supposedly enemies right there that haven't essentially gone visible quite yet. Okay. Over here. Dreamweavers. Okay, so going for that mushroom was a little fruitless. He gets a little too close to that that one fool right there. So over to Haunted Towers. Again, most of this you've seen before. Charge through, hit this door, hit that wizard. Charge over here, charge into that whirlwind. You can snag a little bit of fodder right there. Hit these guys. Get kissed by this fairy. Okay, so we're charging down here, hitting the first door on the right, maybe hitting that knight so he doesn't try and squish us if we bonk, which we did. Okay, avoid those grenades. Kissed by the fairy, the flames, hit that suit of armor, hit the return vortex. Okay, death warp. Hang right over here. Go on to Dark Passage. Pretty soon I'm going to start attempting these late run tricks. At least start practicing them. So let's see here, we're hanging all the way left, then we start charging the minute our feet hit the ground. So there we go. Hit that. Get hit by that turtle. Totally vital part of the run. Alright, hit these two dogs. Alright, so every time one of those dogs swallows you and spits you out, that's about 2 or 3 seconds gone. Go for medium dick strat right here. Ooh, maybe don't fall off into the abyss. Alright. Over here. Go to the level that eats runs. Okay, over here. Don't bonk there. Fantastic. Don't bonk there. Run along this ridge a little bit. Hop. Charge glide over there. Charge jump. Hit that. Go up this whirlwind. Hit that. And here we go. Okay. Nice and simple. Alright. So sometimes if you kill an enemy that you've already gotten the jewel from, they'll spit out a butterfly which heals you by another hit point, which is always nice to have. But that'll only happen if you're either have no sparks or green sparks, essentially. Okay, up here. Right over here. So that 2-jump thing ain't for me. I just go straight for this fool and jump over here. So, running along, chase down Jacques, flame him when he stops. Over we go. Hit him. Now in the middle of an actual run, I probably would start going, game? Huh. For some reason it doesn't want to connect with Jacques today. Anyways, that leads us out. Alright. Over to Nasty's World once more. So right now we're running about 29-minute pace right now, even with all the mistakes that we've made. So initially when I started running this category, I thought I was gonna like go ahead and cut it as soon as I got under 30 minutes. But it helps to have rivalries with other runners to help push you forward. And it's always good to support everyone in their runs as well. So Anchovy and Loves to be Glued are people I consider to be on my same level, skill-wise. Because we all kind of started Vortex at the same time, and we just slowly started learning more and more tricks. So, going up here to my favorite spot. Oh, nope. Okay. So, Barreled here doesn't seem to want to cooperate for right now. So, there we go. He cooperated that time. So, up this hill, straight shot to the Vortex. Okay. To the right. Up through here. Into what I affectionately call Toilet Harbor, because boy did this level eat runs for me, because I didn't exactly have the rhythm of where the Norks would be. So, run to that one, kill the Grenadier, miss the Whirlwind. Okay. I have blue sparks, maybe I can get away with making it. Yep, I can, but I'm going to need to try and snag a rat on the other end of this. So, okay. So, avoid that. Alright. Oop! Okay. Now that messed with... Oh, shit! Okay. So we're gonna not get hit. Okay. We got hit. So, at that point would have been a great time to have that safety Cletus. But that tends to be a crutch that you should try and wean yourself off of at later levels. But when you do, and if you do mess up, that really hurts having to do this level twice, essentially. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, do that. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Alright. So essentially, it's good to aim for that left Nork a little bit earlier than the right one, because otherwise you'll get shot in the face. Alright, Nasty Nork. Here's where we bring it home. Alright. Didn't quite do the Fast Thieves thing. That's kind of out of habit. So, got that second one though. Alright. Up we go. You pretty much know the song and dance already. Up through here. Glide over this part right here. So, because I bonked into him, I might not be able to get slightly ahead of him. Oh, maybe. Alright, so carrying this momentum a little bit. It's always nice to get a hand with him pushing you along. Okay. So for the purpose of showcasing, this is an alright run for teaching purposes. At least where I'm at right now. If I was running this, if this was a run where I was totally had my heart set on a PB, this wasn't too good of a run by my standards. But definitely like 3 or so weeks ago, I would have been overjoyed with a time like this. So it takes a lot of getting used to, getting all the tricks, getting the hang of Spyro's movement. But yeah, if you keep working at it, you keep working on the places that you need work on. Yeah, it's always good to, if you're having trouble with a particular section, you can definitely run that particular section just over and over just to get good muscle memory, get a good route going, and maybe even time yourself, see how you can tackle each individual section. Or another thing that other people do is if they're having trouble with a particular section of the game, they'll route that to be the first world they go to after they get out of Artisans. Because Artisans, you got to start with that one no matter what. And Nasty's World always has to be last because the run ends when you kill Nasty Nork. And then Peacekeepers, because of Tuco and Magic Crafters, always is after that one. But otherwise, you can switch up. You could perchance do Artisans, then Beastmakers, then Dreamweavers, and then go on to Magic Crafters and Peacekeepers. That's the route that Anchovy does. Glued goes immediately from Artisans to Dreamweavers, and then loops to Magic Crafters, then to Beastmakers, and then off he goes to the final stretch. So, always do what you feel you need to do, whatever you feel you need practice on. Lots of people do streams just to pretty much practice tricks. Chloe, or Nagarok, tends to... She's at the stage in Vortex. She's already very solidly in the 24-minute range. As of late, she's been practicing doing just the top-level strats for Haunted Towers, which takes a lot of time, very much a lot of insane practice. There's that charge glide into that whirlwind, there's a boost off of a wizard in there, and then you take that supercharge and you actually loop it back out of that tunnel, jump off of that bridge where you would usually go to that ferry, hop where there's a strong box, hop onto another platform, and then hop right across that giant chasm into the vortex. And that's a big time crazy run through a level, and it's a much much spicier run than I usually